Thank you for joining us for this latest installment of NCS Extra Credit. I'm Adrian Segedy, Senior Account Representative with NCS. I'm joined here today by one of our returning experts, Amy Poggi, who is our Collections Manager here at NCS. Good morning.
Good morning.
So today I've asked Amy to come back and talk about some options for you to look at when you're deciding how to place a claim, whether it be secured through a mechanics lien or bond claim or an unsecured matter. And our goal with this extra credit segment is just to give you some things to think about when you're determining what's the best option for legal counsel. So Amy, let's say I have a job and it's secured through a mechanics lien and I'm looking to foreclose on that lien. Is it best to use a construction attorney or just go to my general attorney or collection attorney to have them handle the matter?
It's a good question. And oftentimes we make the analogy, if you have a problem with your heart, you're going to call a cardiologist and not a dentist, right? So why wouldn't you use the same logic for your receivables? Clients need an attorney who specializes in construction litigation to handle their secured claims. And NCS's network of attorneys, construction attorneys, has over 26 years of experience on average. So, and many of these attorneys have worked with general contractors and sureties who may be related to current projects. And aside from the relationships that have been built, construction attorneys are well versed in lien and bond statutes, as well as payment defenses. They're also aware of recovery tools that are not always known to general collection attorneys, such as constructive trusts, successor liabilities, 546B notices, and also making claims in the contractor's license bonds as well. So the bottom line is to get an expert.
Okay, so when should I go and use a general collection attorney as opposed to someone else?
Well, that's another good question. And typically commercial collection attorneys handle creditor rights, debt collection, and business litigation. And therefore, commercial collection attorneys have a lot of times dealt with certain debtors in the past. They are persistent, they are aggressive, and they have investigative resources that they can utilize right at their fingertips. They know what judgments can attach to, they know where to find assets, and they know how to aggressively pursue them as well.
Okay. So here's another common scenario that our customers will face. They'll be on a project, let's say it's a $100,000 project, but only a percentage of it, maybe 3/4, $75,000 is secured through a lien or a bond claim. How do they decide how to handle that unsecured portion? Should they stick with their construction attorney to pursue the unsecured balance, or should they go out and find a separate attorney to do so?
Again, it's another great question, and it does happen frequently. We always want to pursue the security and handle any deadlines. That is always important. Therefore, we'll typically pursue the secured portion of the claim first through a construction attorney. And that being said, if the unsecured portion is related to the job, then the construction attorney very well may have some success in sparking payment and getting that unsecured portion paid too. If the unsecured portion is not related to the job, it may be a little more difficult for the construction attorney, and ultimately we may place that unsecured claim with a collection attorney once that security is settled. Again, we have to adjust to make sure that the correct expert is handling the secured and unsecured portions of the claim.
Okay, thank you. So with that said, let's talk about fees a little bit. That's going to be a consideration for everybody. Is utilizing a construction attorney going to be more expensive than using a collection attorney?
Well, fees and costs certainly are always a concern of clients and of NCS as well. And no, a construction attorney may not necessarily be more expensive than a collection attorney. Most construction litigators prefer to work hourly, but again, because NCS has such a long-standing relationship with a lot of its construction attorneys, we oftentimes can offer clients a contingency fee option as well. And costs, unfortunately, are dictated by the jurisdictions in which suits being filed within the counties. Whether it be lien foreclosure, pursuing a bond, or just suit against the debtor. So unfortunately, we're at the mercy of the jurisdiction. But again, in order to get the job done correctly and to keep costs at a minimum, it makes sense to hire the right attorney the first time and get it done right and have an expert.
Sure. Well, thank you. I appreciate your
insight.
insight.
You're welcome.
So for you in the viewing audience, here's a few things to take away from the discussion today. When foreclosing on a lien, whether it's through a lien or a bond claim and you're filing suit, be sure to use a construction attorney whose expertise lies in construction litigation. In unsecured matters, use an aggressive, experienced collection attorney that you're comfortable with to pursue that debt. And then lastly, remember, each attorney is going to have a very specific skill set. Choose the attorney that's going to be the best fit for your situation. Not every attorney is going to fit exactly what you want to have done. One size doesn't always fit all. So use that attorney that's going to give you the best chance to collect on that debt. And Amy, again, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks to all of you for joining us with another installment of NCS Extra Credit. As always, please reach out to us, give us your feedback, give us ideas for future NCS Extra Credit segments. You can contact us utilizing either the email or the phone number at the bottom of the screen. You can reach out to us through our social media outlets. And again, thank you and have a great day.